What's good? So I've been feeling like creating this YouTube channel for a long time, and this will be a quick introductory video of me, of who I am, what I stand for, and what I'm trying to achieve, what I've been struggling with, and what I managed to overcome. And I know most people won't even watch this video because they'll say, what is this guy even doing? Or he's crazy, he's mentally ill. But I actually do these videos just to get past my fear of speaking in front of a camera, into doing all these things, because I know that somebody else will get inspired by this and potentially change his life because of it. So, quick story of mine. My name is Daniel. I'm an 18-year-old that just finished high school. And to really dive deep into my personal story, it all started 3 years ago when I first stepped into gym. I was very skinny, very insecure, and people were making fun of me for being skinny. They were genuinely making fun of me for being skinny. They will be making all kinds of jokes like, do my parents even feed me? How do I even live by not eating? I was anorexic. I could say that I was very, very skinny. And so I made it my mission to actually pack on muscle and prove everyone wrong. And as I started going, I fell in love with the process. I started loving the progress that I was making in the gym. And 3 years have passed since, and I got in a crazy physique. I participated in my first ever bodybuilding show, and now everybody's telling me, how have I managed to get this physique that I have at this age? And it was hard work. It was hard work. The point I want to make is that a strong physique, won't make itself. It won't make you fulfilled if you do it for the wrong reasons. And it was only recently till I actually opened up myself to my friend to speak about my problem. And that was a pornography addiction that I carried on for over 9 years. Over 9 years. So on the external side, I always try to seem perfect, to mask it off, that I'm jacked, then changing up the way I dress and showing on external that I'll be at peace, that I'm confident, that I'm jacked, and all these things. But in reality, inside of my heart, I was empty. I was empty. Every time I was giving into that vice, I was emptying myself because I knew I was going against the person that God has called me to be. And so, as I said, it was a couple months ago when I made the decision to tell my friend about it, and it turned out to be the best decision I ever did in my entire life. So that made me grow as a person. I actually quit watching this, and I invested in my first ever mentor. And since working with him, he installed in me discipline. I lacked discipline. I was having the discipline to go to the gym, be consistent with my meals, but when it comes to my spiritual, to my financial part, I was at my lowest. And he put me on to waking up early, having a set of non-negotiables, getting on this self-improvement journey. But also, I found out that self-improvement in itself is negative. You have to take it as a positive. You have to take self-improvement as something positive, something that builds you up, that builds you into the person that God has called you to be. And so it was only until now, recently, that I quit pornography, and I actually nailed down the actions that I do on a daily basis. And since then, I get more clients, I improved my confidence, improved my mental well-being, and regained my life, thanks to the Lord. Because I made the decision to surrender my life to Jesus. I was in a place mentally where I don't wish that to nobody else. I don't wish that for not even my enemies to be in that mental state, because I wanted that actually to end my life. That's how deep it is. And I really struggled to put this video on, and I tried to make as little edits as possible, as little cuts, and I'll post it the way it is, raw, authentic. This is just the beginning. And if you actually made it till here, I sincerely want to thank you, and I wish you all the best. I'll be documenting every single thing that I do, but more specifically, mindset, health, fitness, and building a relationship with God. So this is what I'll dive into on this YouTube channel. So if you're on a similar journey, just subscribe and let's grow together. Peace.